Star in reverse and Judgment at the bottom of the deck. 7 of Wands. Okay. All right. Ooh. Is it the Page? It looks like the Knight. Knight of Cups. That's in reverse. Well, Fortune's in the upright. Okay. So think of it this way. It's yucky. It's gross. Ah! No! God, it's getting worse. Woo! Woo! Okay. Well. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody is very hurt. Somebody is a mess. Somebody is... It didn't go the way that I expected. You know, I hoped for so much more. I had no idea this is what was going to happen. What happened? Where did it go wrong? Somebody became very, very nasty. Okay, so something happened between someone, a couple different people, whether it is people or not. However it is for you, this could be anything. This could be separation from, you know, a job or something like that, something that you were doing, something that you had agreed upon with somebody. This could be anything. It could be a brand, you know, it could be anything. But it could be like, let's say, somebody may have gotten the wrong idea about something. Something happened. There could have been a miscommunication, a misunderstanding. Somebody kind of lost their cool. Somebody made a premature judgment. Somebody saw something. Somebody did something. Somebody ingested something. Somebody... Because I've seen that Judgment card. So somebody had an idea, or maybe they didn't, maybe what they saw or whatever they thought wasn't right or proper, or maybe somebody just made somebody probably made, okay, I'm going to put it this way. Somebody made a decision to do something that they felt was in the best interest of somebody. The other person maybe didn't like it. Whoever it was, they did it from a caring perspective. They tried. They thought, you know, they thought that whatever it was that they did was a good thing, you know, in order to help somebody else, to not pour salt on a wound, to not do something in order to hurt or injure someone. So maybe they did something to pull back something. And somebody was very upset by it. That's the thing. Sometimes people do certain things. You know, if somebody says, I don't want to, I can't see that, or I don't want to be around that, you know, and you know, it upsets me. So you're like, okay, well, if I do this particular thing, then I'm going to have to kind of make sure that you're not being subjected to it, so I'll stop you from seeing it, you know? And so you do that, then the person gets upset. It's like, well, you said that this certain thing upsets you. It's like that. It's out of care and consideration. That's kind of how I'm getting it. With that being said, sometimes people get so wounded, and it doesn't matter how much you try to do something to care about them or their feelings or to accommodate them and doing things that you believe is in their best interest. You know, I guess to a degree it's up to them to, you know, to make the decision, but it's not like sometimes people have malicious intent. However you can apply this. Somebody did something. This is going to be an interesting example, but let's say somebody can no longer have dairy products, or they can no longer have certain things that may affect their heart or their health. Dietary change. And you live with this person that has dietary, going through a dietary change. They have to stop eating certain things, or they can't be around it, or they have an allergy. So You cannot stop eating this stuff. In fact, it's probably very good for your health. Unfortunately, the person that you're with, it's bad for their health. So while you're out, you stop off to get something that you enjoy eating that this person can't have. And you don't tell them about it. You make sure that this person is kind of segregated from it. This person finds out that you ate there and they get upset. It's kind of like that. Is it that particular thing? No. No. Let's say you're not free to post certain things on a certain social media thing because somebody that you care about or somebody that you're friends with doesn't agree with your belief in one particular thing. So you do something to limit or you restrict whatever it is that you see that comes out in your news feed. They get upset because they think that you blocked them or whatever. And maybe it's like, it's not like people are getting too upset over certain things. If I have a certain way of doing something or a certain belief system, we all have differences. And sometimes people do certain things. Sometimes people limit access to certain people out of care and consideration. For a lot of people that are involved, whatever that is. You get involved with in a relationship, and let's say you're friends with an ex, and your current partner is like, that makes me uncomfortable. I think maybe it's probably good for you to limit your access to this person. Something is a little bit off. Meanwhile, you're knowing that your ex does like you and still has hope. See what I'm saying? So you may have to limit that person's access to you. I don't know. I keep hearing the word figure it out. But it's like that. All right. So somebody definitely could have cut somebody off from something. And it has them very, very upset. All right. It could be two people that have a professional business together. I'm getting something like this. Two people that have a very professional business together. Maybe it became romantic. Maybe you shared a business together. And it started off fine. Then it became romantic. And then it ended. Then what? Certain things that we do, I don't know. I remember somebody talking about in my old career. It's a bit of advice I remember hearing a long time ago from somebody else that I worked with. So, for instance, this was something, the story or the situation was people that worked together on the same shift were romantically involved. Then when that relationship dissolved, you're working on the same shift, and it becomes a volatile situation. That's why sometimes relationships are frowned upon in work scenarios. The advice that I remember, and this wasn't me, this is somebody else, but it's good advice. This person was saying, because we were talking about it, and so as I said, that's why you don't shit where you eat. You don't defecate where you eat. You don't get involved with people romantically that you work with, that you work side by side with. Just not a good idea. Just not a good idea. Moon. 8 of Wands. Lovers. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This is really, really nice. To a certain degree. Now, there could be somebody who, if something had dissolved between a relationship, however that dynamic was, consider some of the previous examples that I gave, but It doesn't have to stop at those examples. Use your imagination to see how it fits into your situation. If it doesn't fit, then don't wear it, okay? Don't force it. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't work. But there could be someone who was in a bad situation. Something had ended because something, whatever. And somebody was trying to limit another person from access to get this information. All right? They were doing something in order to, not let somebody see. So whoever that is, somebody could actually have new love coming in, or they could be getting involved with somebody brand new. And now this other person where things are bitter, or maybe somebody just stopped somebody from seeing it because they didn't want that person's feelings to get hurt. To see, hey, I've moved on. I don't want you to see that I've moved on. I've found somebody else. It could be something like that. And it probably is a good thing. However, you have that. 2 of Cups. All right. Now, that's what you have. World in reverse. 5. So, in regards to that situation, I think everything's going to be okay. I really do think everything's going to be okay. On the other hand, if there was some sort of miscommunication within a relationship, someone tried to hinder or block somebody's access to seeing certain things about them, and it was out of care and consideration, that person may still be interested, and somebody may actually even want to get back with somebody. I feel as though something is not over for somebody. Yeah. Something else. Something is not over for somebody else. Now, if it is a situation like that, 2 people that had broken up, there is a possibility that they could be getting back together. All right. Somebody could even come in with a proposal for a deeper commitment. Okay. Somebody doesn't want somebody to get away. Somebody doesn't want somebody to get away. There's some incredible cards here. Incredible cards. This took a major, major turn. I was totally not expecting this. So, go over rule of thumb here. So, let's get to the end of this. Let's get to the bottom of this. For some, somebody limited somebody's access in reference to somebody that they were still connected to, whether it was a breakup, whether it was a fresh breakup. Somebody didn't want somebody to see that they were moving on because they didn't want to hurt them. And the intentions was really, really good. They don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or maybe they're just not sure, However, there is somebody who is like, I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. Okay. There is somebody, another scenario is somebody could still be remaining connected to somebody from their past, and the new person that, there is something incredibly positive with. Somebody's like, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think this isn't normal. This isn't right. And I'm not comfortable with that. Somebody may have to either alleviate their fears. However, I feel like somewhere in the back of someone's mind, somebody they stay connected to that person, because a lot of people nowadays, they can't seem to let go of exes. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. But some people can't seem to let go of exes, and they'll still continue some sort of relationship with them, and then they'll get into other relationships, and it's just like, what is this? That's just not, I don't know. I guess I don't think that's a good thing. But somebody may be like, you know what, I think it might be time for you to let this person go. It could even be something like that. Maybe somebody could still be hung up on somebody from the past. Maybe there is no connection. Maybe something ended and somebody's just been hung up on somebody from the past and they can't let it go. However, something new is coming in and it's quite beautiful. All right. And the other scenario is whoever it was that has had some sort of a breakup, some sort of a communication, somebody was just kind of like taking a step back. Maybe somebody had been, maybe some not so nice things had been said. These 2 people are both still very conflicted, and there is a lot of care. And these 2 people, it's not over. It's not done. There's going to be some kind of communication. Somebody may even want to take something to a different level or a deeper level. They may be like, you know what, I'm sorry about this or whatever. I don't want this to be over. I want to restart. I want to do better. I want to do better this time. In fact, I want more. I want more. I don't want to let you go. I want to be with you forever. That's what that is. I don't like talking in those terms with tarot because energy shifts at any time. A lot of times we can see like a fairy tale or a happy ending, and that's not always the case. It doesn't mean that somebody is your forever person. For being somebody's forever person is going to take work. It's going to take daily work. It's going to take a lot. Just because a tarot reading says this looks like your forever person, yeah, it could be, but that can always change. It can always change. It's going to take work. It is going to take work. To include another human being in your life, you got to make room for that person. Okay? It's a lot of work. So, however, with whatever this situation is, you both see each other as somebody that you could definitely withstand the test of time. It could. It's going to take work. All right? That's it. I'm going to leave it there. Like, comment, share, follow, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. I'm thinking about going live on TikTok tonight, so why don't you join me? That's pretty much it.